Burnout is real. It is actually quite serious. And a lot of people actually downplay how much of an impact it can have on your entire life, on your health. And I think people need to take it seriously. I think sometimes the most productive thing you can actually do is to just stop if you are burnt out. Just stop working, step out of the workforce. But there is something that nobody tells you before you actually step out of the workforce that I think that you need to hear. I took a break a while back, sometime in my career, a long time ago, and there were some things, and I wish someone had told me some of the things I'm about to tell you right now. First, it is totally and completely okay to take time off. A gap year, a sabbatical, a few months, just for you to breathe and just be a human being again. There is nothing wrong with that. You're a human being, you're not a machine. If you do not, take a pause sometimes, you could break down and you might not get back up again. So there is nothing wrong with you for needing that. Burnout is your body and your mind telling you that something has to change. And sometimes the bravest thing that you can actually do is to listen to your body. And here's what I need you to hear. If you plan on returning to the workforce, the length of your break matters. A few months is totally fine. A year is manageable with the right narrative, but the longer you stay away, the harder the reentry actually becomes. It's not impossible, but harder, right? And then gaps in your resume will raise questions. And if you remember, I think 2 videos ago, I talked about how you can actually explain some of those gaps in your resume, but those questions do come up. In addition to that, industries move, fast, and the confidence that comes from, being in the game daily, it starts to quietly fade the longer you're out. So you have to be intentional about your timeline. And if you do have free time during your break, you don't have to go, full hustle mode. That will defeat the entire purpose of taking the break in the first place. But even if it's just a few hours a day, or a few hours a week, I would say. Keeping up with your industry can make a massive difference. You can read white papers, you can follow thought leaders in your space. You can subscribe to newsletters as well, and you can also listen to podcasts on your walk. This is something that I do a lot. You don't have to be working to stay sharp. You just have to stay connected by doing some of those things that I just mentioned. And here's what actually like changed everything for me, right? A career break doesn't have to be a pause on your growth. It can actually be the perfect time for you to learn something new. It's possible that while you were back at work, you were so busy, you were so burnt out, you did not have any bandwidth to learn while you were working. And so you can actually you can learn something new during your break from work. You can get a new certification, you can learn a new tool, how to use a new tool, you can gain a new skill set. And then when you come back to the workforce, not only are you rested, but you're also upgraded. So the goal isn't to, spend your entire break worrying about your career. Rest is sacred and you earned it. But sprinkling in, small intentional moments of learning and staying connected means that when you are ready to go back to work, and you will be ready, you walk back in with your head high, your skills current, and your story intact. So taking a break is not giving up. It is not laziness. It is actually strategy. And if you do it right with intention, it will actually be a game changer for you. And it's possible that when you actually get back to work, you become even more productive. So drop a comment. Are you currently burned out, or on a break, or thinking about taking one? And I hope that this video has helped someone today, and I will see you in the next one.